Hi Mills, the writer, and Season. So hi guys, I am sorry about that. All right. Hello Purple Moon Pie. So I'm Tiffany, and you guys better know me as Efuru. Yeah, which means daughter of heaven. So I'm going to be sharing a bit of my poetry today. So excited. Thank you guys for joining us so far. Shout out to Incubator ZW for this great opportunity to share my poetry with you guys. So, okay. So I'm gonna start with my first poem. My first poem is called I Write. So basically it's a piece about the things we're going through as a nation and how we are going through tough times. And even though you go through like school, you're still gonna struggle afterwards, and it's kind of hard, and the economy is really bad and stuff. So it's called I Write, and here goes. I write. For my words to be the symbol that fights. So many people deprived of their civil rights. Corruption, greed, not hidden behind doors, is done in plain sight. Nobody to oppose because of fright. My voice is an echo for what I hope for. I write to relate to my beloved country. When will we be truly free? Our leaders and masters and bosses bleed greed. My salary has enslaved me. I can't afford what I need. My voice is an echo for what I hope for. I write because as a country we have failed to write. We have failed to individually do what's right. So the less privileged fight, whilst those with businesses and companies reach greater heights. My voice is an echo for what I hope for. I write and hope that we forget where we politically stand. That we look at our nation as a man who wants a brighter future and greener land. For our country to move in a positive direction, hand in hand. My voice is an echo for what I hope for. I write so that you see me bleed. I am on my knees asking them to take heed of the nation hungry, dry, and leftovers from greed. My voice is an echo for what I hope for. I write, and others write too. This is our contribution to our national issue. We may keep on keeping on, but the spirit of death is upon. How can we keep on? Our voices are an echo for what we hope for. So that's my first piece called I Write. Hello to everyone joining us. So my next piece is called Prayers. Thank you, Tando. I'm glad you guys like it. And Tom and Mr. Loyal and Prince. So my next piece is called Prayers for Peace. So we all know that right now we're going through a time where there's a whole wave of Black Lives Matter, and we also play a part, because if you go overseas, your life will also matter when you're there, and you just need to be sympathetic with the people going through the most. And so it's a prayer for peace, asking people to realize that we're all people and race is only but skin color, but we're all just people in the end. So it's called Prayers for Peace, and this is how it goes. Christians, down on their knees, bruised to black like the race that isn't free. Black like the fear of walking on white streets. The color of black lies, black market, blacklisting our prayers. Maybe that's why they don't get answered, because of the color of my accent. Curses is passing by white ladies clenching their purses, because black is as dangerous as night, unsafe as the color of the gun you got pointing to my head, as difficult as it is to make bread, so this black race will never get ahead. When black is the last color on the scale, hearts heavy with grief of our ancestors who never got justice, that turned into common names, poverty became daily games competing. The one with the loudest stomach grumble wins. Black Lives Matter is what we thought when they said slave trade was over, till I realized that our race had really lost. Inflation rates so high, everything comes at a cost. Lands dry because there ain't no rain. Diseases spread and hearts filled with so much pain. Empty stomachs every day. Slumps and dumps are our common homes. Children's on street, left alone, asking for $1 or $2, ignoring them as you swipe left on your phone. I guess life's unfair. I have to get that into my head. I just find it so hard to believe that human beings can live together in harmony, when the important things in life, like love thy neighbor, are totally free. So that's the first piece. That's my second piece, sorry, called Prayers for Peace. So, yeah, thank you at Winter Rose. I'm glad that you feel that it's the truth. And I believe that, well, poetry is like that gateway to people hearing the voices that we can't really speak out loud, because there's so much oppression around. So maybe a little bit about my poetry. My poetry is aimed at, my poetry is aimed at painting a picture of the world that we have around us. And we can't ignore what's going on in the world. We need to open our eyes and be woke and realize that even if it's not like affecting you right now, it's probably going to affect someone you know overseas. And when it hits really close to home, you realize that it's a whole big issue. And yeah, So I hope that we can all realize that Black Lives Matter, and it's not only for people who are overseas, but we can be supportive as well. So my next piece is called Women. So I was brought up by a woman who loves to speak about being independent and realizing that you can stand on your own 2 feet, and that we are asked in our society to be the ones who compromise. And I believe that anyone, male or female, should compromise in any situation if there's a need. And it's not a burden for females to continue to compromise. And yeah, so this next piece is actually featured in my in an anthology called Loud Thoughts that I did with seven other poets. It's called Loud Thoughts, and if you would like that book, you can inbox me at Efuru ZW. So, women. Compromise lies in the hands of woman, because she's so used to bearing the pain in giving birth, so she can bear the pain in being hurt. Women, epitome of submissive to male dominance, because her heart is born caring, sharing her very little with you, but he can't compromise. Selfish? Ask the wise. When women leave the relationship, who's to blame? Hold on, they say. But to who? Worth? Is he an heir to the throne of my womb? Does he deserve my seed, so blessed, filled with love, waiting for more love, care, and truth? Who? Must she be the giver always? Shall you take from her all of her days, drain her of love, care, and trust? But really, it is just lust. Really, truly, is this you? Do you need more time to peel the skin, reveal the truth? Wolf, monster, simple man. No woman or sympathy is enough. It never can. So who is the heir to the throne? When she only bore her own, she gave power to her own, to never bow down, to never submit, unless we submit both and bow to each other, with our heads filled with respect, honor, and pure unjudged love. Because if it's a one-way street, it'll never get us far enough. So yes, thank you to our beautiful mothers indeed, who continue to raise us and make us see that in the past it was all about submitting and fully submitting 100%, and then some. So yeah. So now I'm going to move on to a bit of love. So I never really write rosy love poems. It's always about the sad part of love, but it's still a love poem. Yeah. So this one is called I Am Angry. And basically, I Am Angry is a piece where I am just expressing how sometimes women don't see that they're giving up so much, and you need to be angry sometimes. So here it goes. So I am angry. I'm angry for the times you pulled me down, you dragged me to that dark city, the town where my frown was born. You know, I used to smile too. I used to think life was bliss. Until your kiss reminded me of rat poison that looked like a little pink sweet, but so deadly. I wish I had opened my eyes to realize that the pair of shades you got me were to blind me from all the shade you threw at me. You don't want me to see how bright my future was. You didn't want me to grow. You knew that I was an idol. In their eyes, I was a god. I am angry. I am mad that after all this, I still wanted you so bad. That as hurtful as it was to have you hold my hand as your pseudo-lover, the thorns on the rose were worth the soft petal words that you spoke. I was okay with calling you my brother. So they thought we shared a mother when I was the captain of a measly side ship. The lies, the hypnotizing moments you had me moaning in pleasure because that was the only good thing between us, lust. Last forever was my motto. Alone was the photo I had of us on my screen that didn't seem to ever fit your full face. I guess it really is a smartphone, huh? They knew, all of you knew, that I was playing my heart, that I was setting myself up to tear it apart. Falling in love was easy, but hitting the ground was hard. And even though I knew that this love thing wasn't true, I still wanted you. And I guess that's why I'm still angry. So yeah, I'm angry. So my next piece is also somewhat a love piece called I Wish You Were My First. So basically we sometimes wish that other people were our first lovers, I guess. But before I guess that, yeah, I wish you were my first is more about how we wish sometimes that people who showed us lust weren't the people who we showed love. So we're hoping that the people who show us love are the people who came first, but sometimes it's not always like that. Something like that. Welcome everyone who's joining us. I'm about to start a piece. I wish you were my first. I wish you had taught me that it was about love and not thirst. That you had held me so close I would never feel alone, used and abused. Bruised my emotions. I wanted you to teach me the true motion, the love rhythm that makes me keep asking you to keep coming. I wish my eyes would see that the most cunning stopped coming and that you would stay. You promised me you would love me in a different way. I wish you were my first. So I would understand that I had to pray first. And if I couldn't pray for you, then who would? If you didn't accept God first, then how would you appreciate this beautiful silky melanin soul so fragile? I wish you were my first. To show me true love. To show that it's a gift that God gave straight from above. that nothing from love is meant to hurt, that holding hands could make us work. So yeah, a bit of a short piece. So I'm gonna do a bit of an interlude. So I'm going to give one person the chance to give me an impromptu topic. Make it easy, please, that I can do just like a minute piece. If you feel you've got a topic that I could do really quickly, you can just comment. Anyone with a topic? I just did a poem about Black Lives Matter though. Not one that I haven't done would be easier. Oh wow, wouldn't be repetitive. You can give me another one at We Need a Beat. Sunrise. Okay. Okay, so for those who just joined, I'm just going to repeat what I said. I'm going to do an impromptu piece, courtesy, okay, Sunrise, courtesy of the comments, and I got 2 people who want me to do Sunrise. That's Tando and Vera, and We Need a Beat. So, if you give me a second to think. Okay, Sunrise. Sunrise. When I wake up in the morning, my eyes dream of being awake. Dream of the sunrise that they would love to meet. As I wake up, my mind has one thing in mind: to wake up and feel the kiss of the sun on my skin that is melanin filled. I feel like a queen. When they say sun-kissed in the morning sunrise, I would like to wake up to that 7 a.m. to feel the sun on my skin. Sunrise is my favorite time of the day because I know that when the sun rises, the rest of the day will be okay. So you can rate that out of 10. So yeah, so my next piece. Thank you, Winter Rose. That was hard. So my last piece today is called it's called The Peace of God. I think, well, yeah, it's my second last piece. So basically this is a prayer. I actually performed a bit of this when I was on Heart and Soul. Thank you. 8 out of 10. I guess I did okay. So I'm going to do my next piece. Yeah, Tando should join at the end. You should join the live and should totally do a piece. So this piece is called it's called A Piece of God. God, I am weak. When I kneel down to pray at night, I mean just before I sleep, I feel like I'm in too deep. Lord, give me a design blueprint. I need to know I'm fine. I need to know that I have sober judgment. I need to throw away that glass of wine. Help me. Because in your special book, you told me you have a special plan. Never leave me nor forsake me. You'll never hate me, even if I hate myself sometimes. Especially when I don't do you right, when I don't read the Bible and pray at night. When I lie, when I, instead of pray, cry. When my feelings from you I hide. Cast your burdens on him because he cares.